Good morning, it's Janice Thompson here from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. So I'm hoping now that I am live on Facebook. I'm just checking. Not expecting people to come in. I've not been very consistent lately, but we'll see how we go. So if you do come in to watch, just please say hello. Oh gosh, I can't even get I'm trying to get my comments up. But so today I've been kind of thinking of summer. I've not planned anything. I've got bits and pieces. Hey Joanna. It's another fly by the seat of my pants day, but hey, what's new with me? So I'm still playing with this amazing paper, this Sunshine and Rainbows. I think I've called this Sunbeams and Rainbows when I put the thing up. But I'm still playing with this, and I have a wee idea that to bring it in with After the Storm. So yeah, so I'm going to play, and if you're happy to play with me, that's great. If you want to craft along as well, that's fab. I've so far only got 2 inks out. I've got blocks around, I've got things around me. I don't know how this will go, but first of all I realise I need a bigger block because I do want to start. This amazing stamp set, I absolutely love it, but I haven't used it enough, so I thought I'd pull it out. Because what's better than sunshine after the storms? And it made me think of rainbows as well. So I need some bigger blocks for that big sunbeam. So we'll just play and we'll see what happens. Maybe nothing. I'm thinking that I'll start with a simple card, but I kind of want to try a bit of, you know what, a bit of gold flakes. I found my heat and stick powder recently, so yeah, I'd like to have a play. So it is a play day after all, coffee and cards. You know what, I forgot to bring a cuppa. How terrible is that? So really, for the first card, I'm just going to stamp a bit and then do a bit of cutting out. I thought we'd use these clouds maybe, although there are clouds here which I could stamp and cut out, and I've got this rainbow to cut out, so we'll see. But all I wanted to do first was make a background, and I'm just inking up well, I'm interested to see what I get to it, Joanna, because I haven't even played with it yet. So I'm just going to kind of eyeball where the centre of, we'll try with the centre of the card first. So as I say, if you come in, please say hello. So I've got Joanna. Renee, sorry I didn't see you come in, hiya. And I believe Heather's watching. Oh, so I've not inked that up. I think this is needing re-inked, but we'll just go with it. Also, I did have a face-to-face class yesterday. Last night it was really amazing. After COVID, actually crafting face-to-face with people was amazing. And some of these inks were used then, so it might be that I'm really needing to give my ink pads a bit of love. But we'll just see how we go. Just doing a kind of classic look just now, just not overthinking it. So obviously I'm going to do something that will cover up this lot. And that's the thing, is when you've got something that you've not done before and you've got a sort of half idea in your head, just get playing and see what happens. So there's some sunbeams, and I'm wondering, I don't know whether to go in with my So Saffron or just leave it alone just now, Janice, leave it alone. Right, and then basically all I was considering was a bit of fussy cut in here, except I need to find where I put my, well, I've put them back in. This is going to be a challenge to me, face-to-face class on a Wednesday night, and then Cuppa and cards on a Thursday morning to get everything put back on my desk, because I'm going to be honest, last night I came in and just dumped everything. It used up quite a bit of nervous energy being face to face for the first time. Now I'm just going to cut this off, this rainbow off the page. Now I'm just leaving a little bit white border so that because there's a white border between each band of the rainbow here, I'm concentrating. So how is everyone this winter morning? The fire's on, folks. Come and get cozied up. If you need a drink, just help yourself. I forgot my coffee, but I do have a drink of water here, so I'm not without sustenance. It was great, it really was, Joanne. It was really great crafting with people. I had people that I already have crafted with me before, and a couple of new people. So that was nice. In the end there were 6 of us all together, so it was just a perfect wee number. I'm glad you are. That's really good, Joanna. You've got that over. Right, I'm going to trim this so that I can later on to a card. Okay. As I say, there's leftover bits from my bits of card cutting things, so I am utilising them. I'm just cutting this to 9.7 by 14 because I have a piece of Mango Melody that's already cut. In fact, I have 2 pieces, so that would layer onto that and then onto a white card base. So I have to decide whether I'm having the middle bit. Actually, that maybe does work better that way. And then we'll have to think of the sentiment as well. So actually what I'm going to do here is glue these up first. If you've just joined and you think that woman doesn't know what she's doing, you're right. I haven't planned, there's no prototype, there's just some kind of vague idea in my head. But sometimes that's just the best way to play. Because at the end of the day, it's only a piece of paper. And if it doesn't do what you want it to do, well, it doesn't matter. I think we'll have 2 clouds. So I don't know whether to stamp and cut out these clouds. I think I will, just to see the difference. I've got some white, because we can still have the remnants of a grey cloud. So let's just bring the basic grey out, because that's the one I can reach. need a block that's big enough. Well, we've got these really quite realistic looking clouds, yeah? So let's... Oh look! They're cool. I'm just going to do 2 of these and then we'll just fussy cut them out. So as I say, we might not make a lot of cards today, we'll just have a bit of a play and just relax. Because remember, that's what this is about. It's about chilling, relaxing. For most of us, it's a hobby. It's me chucking stuff all over the desk already. Oh, I was meaning to leave a wee white border, but I've started off not doing that, so just whatever. The scissors kind of decided for me there. This is what I like to do, is when I've got a wee idea and just see what I already have in my stash and just use what you've got. So if you don't have these particular papers or this particular stamp set, if you've been a crafter a wee while, you'll have something that you can use instead. I don't think we want 2 in a picture, do we? Just 1. We'll need some kind of a, I don't know, could have a ski with rainbow. I think we'll just go with that. I don't know whether to put it that side and then we can have a sentiment here. Oh, we'll put this onto a card base and then we'll build up from there. So, just got a white base here. Yeah, and then we'll just build up and we'll get a card going here. Glue. Here we go. Got it right beside me and I'm still... I'm going to bring that. I'm struggling to see comments. This iPad, they just disappear. I've got to keep putting my finger on it to get the comments, and then, which is a bit of a pest. Right, so I think we'll put everything up with dimensionals now. I did have a sheet lying here. So if you're watching later on replay even, and you live locally to me in the Falkirk area, I have started up face-to-face classes at the moment on a Wednesday evening, and if you'd like to know more about that, then just please speak to me. Contact me on social media or whichever way you normally communicate with me. We can just, oh, I was going to put this side, wasn't it, and then we'll come, so just put a strip of glue. Heather, there's all sorts of cliched things I could say to you, but all I'm doing is sending you some love because, you know, and nobody knows exactly how you feel right now. And believe me, you're entitled to feel how you feel. Right, I need some grey. I think I'm going to do my sentiment on grey. And what sentiment are we doing? A little sunshine for your day. I really actually love this. Even the darkest night will pass and the sun will rise. I absolutely love that sentiment, but I don't think it fits this card right now. So I think we'll do a long one. You can even do the just because. What sentiments are in the... no, this, we'll use this one, a long one. And we love you too, Heather. Right, so do you think heat emboss in white for a sentiment? And then just chop it out? Yeah, I think so. And then we'll probably go on and do a bit of... Right, that's heat and stick powder. I'll just keep that out because I've got a feeling I want to use it. White embossing powder. Of course, I've not got anything ready. I come up with these ideas as they go, so you just have to hope that I can find my Versamark pink. Got this drawer full of goodness knows what. But my Versamark is not jumping out at me. What's going on? Because I haven't had it anywhere else. Here it is, it's just gone further back in the drawer. I should have 2 of them. Oh. Oh, and now just chuck something down the back of the drawer. Oh dear. I'm going to do a bit of raking later on. However, right, let's not waste our coffee and cards time doing that. Right, so I've got embossing buddy. Do you think black would be better, or will we just stick with the basic grey here? We'll just stick with the basic grey. Stop overthinking it, Janice. You've got it to hand, so go with it. Right, so emboss buddy. I'm not quite sure because this... Yeah, you're right, Joanne, it would probably be a bit... and a bit too stark. Right, so a Versamark on my stamp. Just tap, make sure there's plenty on there. Now, I'm not quite sure how this script will work, but we'll see. Do you know, we can only try. I'm thinking I'll do it twice, because you know sometimes one might be better than the other. Okay, so that's that stamped lid on. Have we got any scraps? Oh, yes, we do. Use the right powder, right? Yeah, I'm probably needing to do that as well. I had 2, one that was stained and one that's not. Because when you're doing clear embossing, the unstained one is better. That looks pretty good, guys. So let's put that away, and then we'll get the heat tool. Hey Karen, it's a slow morning this morning, so you're not missed very much. Thank you for coming in, appreciate that. So I've just done the sentiment there, and I'm just going to heat up the heat tool. Excuse me for a moment. wows me every time. Every single time. So I am just going to fussy cut around this. I mean, I've got loads of dies I could cut this out with, but I kind of figure, you know, not everyone has dies in a die cutting machine, but most people can invest in a wee pair of snips. And for fussy cutting, these are by far the best scissors, snips, call them what you will. These are the best available. And I have tried loads. And I've given the rest away and even keep them. I'm just cutting around the loopy letters. You know what I mean. I still can't see your comments. So if there's anyone in that I haven't said hello to, I do apologise now. I think we're alright. And as I say, if you're watching on the replay, do still leave comment and let us know what you think. So we're just in for a wee relaxed morning today. Just go that way. I think what I'll do is I'll just go right along the top first. And then I'll just cut any wee indentations that I want to have. And I'm making this up as I go along, as you can see. Again, it's up to yourself. You can do as much or as little fussying or fussy cutting. And when I first started card making, there is no way I would have done anything like this. Fussy cut out a sentiment, but actually I just find, you know, after you've watched other people do this, you think that's actually a very effective way. I can't decide whether I'm going to go in there or not, but I've gone in. Sometimes fussy cutting is something I'll sit and do in front of the TV if I've got a piece. Yeah, we're all different. I used to be even, I've stopped getting so worried about it. So that's just going to go there, and I'm just going to get, I think I might have some little of the mini dimensionals here, although do you know, that's going across the bottom of the rainbow, so it only probably needs a wee lift here at the end, and I'll put glue on the rest. So, oh no, I've got some wee black ones here. I could just cut a tiny bit there. In fact, maybe just cut a wee bit off this wee trimming. There is no waste, you see. And that just fitted there okay. Now I'll put glue on there. probably squint, but that's okay. Yeah, it's like everything, isn't it? It's practice. Right. So I think that's card 1, do you? Right, so not got a clue what I was going to do next. I did, when obviously you can pop some sparkle in there. Oh, for goodness sake, I can't see your comments. I've got them now. Oh, it just told me Shirley's come in. Hi, Shirley. Right, so what about, I'm thinking, thinking's dangerous, isn't it? I want to bring in my gold flakes. I've just got a notion today. So it could either be gold flakes or gold emboss on the sunbeams. So I don't know whether to put a kind of base down first and then do some gold ones over the top. I really wanted to have some blue sky behind it, so I did wonder about, but then the yellow won't show up on the blue, so I don't know what to do. I do know what to do. This is our paler blue, the pool party, isn't it? It's the palest we've got. Right. I don't think yellow shows up too well on it, but then we could go to pumpkin pie, couldn't we? It would be bright. I don't know. I'm going back to my white because I can come in. I'm just blethering. Just stick with sort of what we were doing and then just add, this time we'll add some gold. So I'm just going to go back. Where is my... I might do some of them in So Saffron, see how that looks like. Okay. Let's do some in So Saffron first and build it up. And probably just stick with the same composition. Look, a dimensional backing on there. Are there some, what did you say? Are you meaning single ray? Yeah, there is another, this one. So I thought I might bring that in and do the gold with that to just make it quite subtle. CV. I'm not sure what that... Oh yeah, I'll see you, yeah, I can hear you. Let's just... Let's see where I go with this first. What I could have done was a very pale blue watercolour wash. Yeah, that's where I'm going, Joanna. That is kind of... but what I'm going to do with this one first is kind of add some Mango Melody with these. and then gold. No, I didn't. Bit of a mess of that because I rocked the stamp, which I shouldn't do. I should, but because that bit's going to be hidden, it's really the middle bit where they're all meeting isn't really that much of a problem. I'm going to close these inks. I'm going to give this just a wee dry just in case that ink is wet, because I'm going to heat and do the embossing on it. We'll see what happens. Right, so I need my emboss buddy. My Versamark, and maybe clean my stamp so I don't put a big Mango Melody Sunbeam through my Versamark pad. I do have a bit of chamois. Here's my latest. I've chopped the chamois up into 4 pieces. It's much easier to work with actually. Right, so just make sure that's dry as well. Right, so a clean stamp and a Versamark ink, and let's just pop some sunbeams and then I'll get out the gold flakes and we'll see. I can't even see what I'm doing here. They're not showing up. They're there, so I just have to remember where I've been. So it will be very random. And put the lid on. Well, I'll get the flakes ready. The flakes are here. I thought this was lying about, and I did, in my head I was thinking, you know, a butterfly in the middle of this would work, that sort of background too, so. Right, what am I meant to be doing? It's a heat and stick powder. Heat and stick powder. Where did I put the paper? The folded paper. Here we go. Yeah, I just have to sprinkle it all over the card because I really can't see where my rays are. Now, the secret with the heat and stick powder is if you heat it too much, it doesn't stick. We might have to go in again. I think I might have, no, it might be uneven, but we're okay with that. Right, we'll see how it goes. Sorry if I'm not answering your comments, I'm kind of concentrating here. Hopefully you can talk to each other and help each other with any questions. Right. Okay, so now I need my heat tool, and I'm not to do it, it's only just till it melts and no more. Okay, so now is the bit where we have to concentrate a little bit and not no sneezing allowed here. I'll just take that off slowly. Can you see it moving about? I love it. And I think it's so funny that people get, oh, that'll get all over your house. How fantastic to have a gold plated house. That's what I'd say. Right, I'm going to pop this in. I get my tweezers which will help me move this about. Only put a little bit out of the packet. I'm actually on my second tub of this. I love it so much. I did share the first tub right enough with other people, with my team, and I think we will be going over this again. It's actually nice. It's just randomly. You don't need to use your hands. But do you know what? Why can't you be proud of a house that's got gold flakes around it? My goodness. Gold dust. Oh, Joanna, get it out and play. Just you play, girl. Right, so I think that's as much. I'm going to actually do the Versamark again and get, I think I want a bit more on here. It's quite, I don't know what you can see, it's quite subtle. A bit too subtle for me. I'm going to add a bit more. Well, I'll put the lid on here just now. Absolutely never switch your heat gun on. This is like a big A4 box. You don't need to have as big a box as that, but I quite like it that I can put my whole project in the box. Oh, there's those tweezers, but never mind. See, I've got gold flying about everywhere. Right, I'm just going to do that again, kind of thing, so that we just want a bit more gold on here. Just putting the embossing buddy down again and just... Right, Versamark. There's just some bits that just don't have any gold at all in it. And I like it, it's quite, by using this particular stamp, there's not too, it's not overdone. There's just little bits. I've no idea where I've been now. There. I don't know. Did I put some up there? Doesn't look like it. Right, I'll try this. Just pop another bit up there. Right, we'll just leave it at that. I think that will be plenty now, even it up a bit. And oh, I've lost everything. Me. That's because I put my box of gold flakes over the top of. Right, heat and stick powder. I mean, you could use gold embossing powder. You don't have to use the flakes for this job, but it is a different look. I think the flakes are slightly more delicate. Let's see what happens. My signal keeps coming and going. I'm hoping that I'm filming alright and you guys are not missing it. There we go. Goes up that. And then we'll just heat this up. I hope it won't damage the flakes that are already there because I've not tried doing it twice, but never mind. Bring in the gold flakes again. Carefully take the lid off. Yeah, I don't know where the sticky bits are. I'm going to be a bit dramatic here and get my tub out. Where did I have it? So earlier. Here it is. Where's that sponge gone? Well, there it is. I think the last time I went in with my fingers, which maybe stopped it adhering to some bits. It's quite nice in that it is quite subtle. Right, we'll bring the sponge out and we'll do some slightly more fierce rubbing now to get the excess off once we put the lid on. Oh, I've got a purple and gold top now. And then just rub off. If you just do it quite fiercely. Oh, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Right, so this time, what are we going to mount this on to? I'm actually going a bit off piste here. Where have I got? Have I got any more basic grey scraps? Yeah, I do actually got a bit here. I'm actually thinking I'm going to mount that onto basic grey and then onto a yellow base. I don't have so saffron, but I've got crushed curry and bumblebee card bases already here, so I don't know. Let's get the trimmer. Hey Chris, how are you? So we'll take this one to 9.7. And 14. And this one to 14.4. Obviously, if you've got your own measurements for layers, that's fine, but this is just the way I work in 4mm, which is probably daft. But it always gives my brain a wee workout. most people work in 1/4 of an inch, and what do I call it? I think the wee bit extra, the gold just adds a wee something there, doesn't it? Where's my glue now? Knocked myself off here. The fire's on, Chris. Come in and get a wee heat. I'm going to put this on the basic grey for just to see the difference. So we're just kind of just thinking about sunshine after rain and just positive, you know, that sort of theme. No matter how hard things get, it will get better. Nothing ever stays the same, even though sometimes you feel like it might. Right, I'm going to take this away because it's annoying me. This is messy. Right, so where's the rainbow paper? I need a rainbow. This is not the colour scheme, but do you see what I mean? This might just be a nice backing for a butterfly too, with different colours. I feel other cards coming on here. Right, it's fussy cut time, but where's the snips? Here they are. So we'll cut out. That wee butterfly is, it was only partially heat embossed. It's just dodgy. It's been lying about on my desk, but it's clean embossed over the pink was the intention. It's quite pretty. So yeah, I think maybe that after the storm would make good backgrounds for butterflies. Watch this space. And that's how ideas come. You start doing one thing and something else comes up. Yeah, that would be fab. Do you know what? Even the rays in rainbow colours and then the butterfly in black. You know, even one of the die cut ones from that set, sort of lacy effect. You know, more fussy cutting ladies. Right, I don't know what the rest of you are doing with the rest of your day, and I don't know what I'm doing with the rest of my day. There was talk of possibly going to IKEA in Edinburgh. I need a coffee table and I've seen the perfect one. So our old coffee table has been passed on to my daughter. Because it was actually our flat is too small for the one we had, so I've seen one in IKEA that's actually got leaves, you know, that you can fold down. So basically you can have a square coffee table that you can then make a big rectangular one, which I find is very useful when I'm doing chores and things, or the children playing and things. I'm blethering here, am I? So I'm going to have that. Where's the spare cloud that we had? Where do you think that might have gone? Oh, here it is. Imagine that. I found it. So I won't have to stamp that. So again, just sticking with the same composition as before. Really, it's just two cards the same, but one with just a little bit of extra added in. So again, fussy cut my cloud out, and then we'll fussy cut the sentiment out as well. Minus 15 Fahrenheit, yeah, that's a bit cold. We're cold, but in some ways it's unseasonably warm, if you know what I mean. We're not as cold as it might be. Did you just say, like, here, I'm done? Right, so there's my cloud, and then we'll just... This time, do you know what, I might just get the wee trim, my wee guillotine knife. See if I can just... This might not work and I might end up fussy cutting. Hold it tight and see what happens. This time just see what it looks like just as a rectangle. If this works, it may not. I'm just using the lines here to try and make sure we're straight. Da, 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 da. Right, where did I put the curry? We'll just go for the crushed curry base, but just go in that way. That's okay. Or we have the, or even bumblebee. Bumblebee works actually. We'll go with bumblebee. That works fine. And this so saffron doesn't look dodgy with that. Right, so you all cozied up by the fire, everyone, and warm your nether regions, as they say. Is anyone else crafting just now? Where was I on my wee story? Oh yeah, maybe going to IKEA, but I don't know. We'll see. Husband is away at the moment running with a running friend, so he may come in back too tired to do anything. So I never have it firm in my head what's happening next. And then tomorrow I'm working. Right, I've lost the cloud. Oh, there it is. Right. What is it I'm looking for now, girls and boys? Dimensionals. That's not the sheet I had, but it'll do. Well, I'm quite lucky. It's about a half-hour drive away, so it's not too far. Maybe a bit more than that, but not. So pop the rainbow on, and that's strategically putting the rainbow over the bit where all the beams meet, and it's a bit messy. I don't know if you think I need to cut this a bit more. Where's the cloud? I think this is too bulky. See, that was much tidier, wasn't it? Well, you're about 50. Maybe that's a good thing. I'm going to have to cut this a bit more. It's doing my... I just don't... It's just not working for me. Just be careful when you're doing this that you don't cut your letters off. Oh, 4 hours. That's just too far, isn't it? But I'll go quiet because I'm fussy cutting. you have to go with what you see. If something doesn't please your eye, no matter about anybody else's eyes, if it doesn't please your eye, then it's not right. And don't learn fussy cutting from me, because do you know that will move the paper, don't move the scissors. I've tried, believe me. So fussy cutting is not something I teach. I direct people to watch the experts, but I actually believe that by the time you get to my age, you're not really teachable. These sort of things that you've done since you were a child, you've just got your own way of using scissors. Right, that'll be enough. Enough. Yeah. Right, where did I put those little black dimensionals? So what did I do the last time? I stuck the cloud on first. I hope you've enjoyed just the slow pace today. And just blethering and thinking. Who's brought a cat on? Oh, your cat's saying, if only it was zoomy, I would be able to see your cat. Right, and then we just need to think about it. So we need just a bit of dimensional at this end. And I'm really just chopping these wee bits off just to give myself a wee strip here. That's quite a bit fiddly, but never mind. And some glue along here so it stays down. He's running, man coming back. And so we'll decide what's happening with the rest of our day soon. Let's make a clear space and see what you think. Do you think we need a bit of sparklies? Where's my big sparkle? What's in the... oh, that's not... I had a box that had some... oh, well. We do have gold butterflies. We've got cut glass. We've got these. Those. Actually, do you know what? Some brass butterflies around your rainbow, because they're happy too, aren't they? They're happy things. Sure, I've got other things, but probably every card I've done recently. Oh, I wonder, just have a wee, there we go, a wee butterfly in the rainbow. What's wrong with that? And then what have we got in the old box of bling? This hasn't been sorted out, so I'm not sorted out what's retired and what's not, so that I can then all sorts in here. sparklies. Just looking for what would work. Do you know what? I'm going to use these orange. See this set of rhinestones, this is in the annual catalogue. This is fabulous with the colours. Of course you can colour the plain ones with your alcohol markers, but doesn't want to come up. I've only got 3 of the big ones left, so I might as well use them, eh? Stop. Right, ladies, I think that's Cuppa and cards for today. 2 cards, the same composition, just a few little differences. Oh, and it's interrupted on my great stuff. I hope you can still see this. So I hope that's cheered everyone up and warmed you up a bit. There's a problem on my iPad, I can't see. So I can't actually see your final comments. Anyway, thanks everybody for coming in. I'll see if I can see you on the... Right, I'm going to be a bit radical here as I go to see if I can see them. All you can see is the mess now. Look at this. This is the crafter man. Where did I turn the camera? Right, okay, so thanks very much for coming. And look, I haven't even done my hair. I'm away to straighten that. I've got the flick, the coos lick, as we call it in Scotland, a big one. But anyway, take care everybody, and we'll see you next week. All you're seeing is the mess in the bedroom, the mess in the craft room. But hey, bye.